I'm going to do a review on the Peavey amp kit link right here. I purchased this from Amazon. I bought it used. Now I bought other of these iPod type links and so forth, and they never really worked. I mean, I got a Line 6 Sonic port, and it didn't work at all. I mean, I don't know what was wrong with that. I did a review on that or on previously. Um, but um, what I like about this is pretty easy to open. You just put your fingers here and you pry. Now it does take batteries. It does take batteries. It takes let me get this off. It takes two AAA batteries, and it's made in China. Um, Peavey says this is really good quality. The plastic kind of feels pretty good quality. If the overall quality is pretty good, I'm kind of impressed that it did work used. What you basically do is you take this part and you plug it into um, the iPad. The iPad here. Now I'm using an iPad Air, and you plug the guitar input here, and you put your earphones in here. Now when you plug the guitar input here, what it basically does is it activates the device, and the light will key on. Now the software that it came with, I actually bought this software. I paid quite a bit of money for it. I don't remember how much. Let me see if I can find it. How much I paid for it. It's the Amp Kit Plus. Um, as you can see, I have all the amps. I have all the effects. Um, I don't know how much exactly I paid for it. It was quite a bit of money. Let's see if we can find. Let's see how much it cost exactly on the App Store. Um, as for the app, okay, it doesn't really have it here, but I remember it was quite a bit of money. View. Okay. I bought the Amp Kit Plus. Unlocked all gear. It was about $40. Um, so that's quite a bunch of money to pay for an app. Now I didn't really like the app. When I plugged this in right here, it was very the it wasn't the distortion and so forth wasn't very clean. It didn't sound like real natural distortion. It sounded like very buggy. And when you would hit the higher notes, and it's kind of like a compression type feel, just like and it would just cut off, and it just sounded very artificial. Now, one problem I had with this is that when you plug this in, sometimes it wouldn't work all the time, and you'd have to adjust it like this and so forth, and plug it in, plug it out, and mess with the cables a little bit to get it to work. Now that I had that problem with all the software. Um, the other software I tried this out on was the Jam, the Positive Grid or Jam Up software. Now I purchased this software. As you can see, I have all the amps and everything in here. Um, I usually play the 51, 53. Now this is the software that I use all the time because it's fairly good. It sounded really good with this, and I just use it just quite a bit, and that's the only amp I really play around with. But I can't I played around now. It has like a jam or a jam up session and a sampler session and a 8 track session. I didn't really play around with that very much, but when I played around with the played around with that and recorded on the amp kit, I used it quite a bit. So here's some samples that I played around with. This is just me just jamming. It sounds a lot better when it's actually recorded than it's actually coming through the device itself to the earphones. Now another one that I use with this is the grid stuff, the other positive grid app. Now I don't have all the stuff. I just have the high gain stuff. I never bought the clean stuff or the moderate high gain stuff, and they're like only $4, but I just never got it around to buying them. I don't use it very much. I think this is a good app. I never really played around with it too much to give it a proper review. Um, proper review. Um, but this is generally a pretty good device. I was quite surprised that it worked being used. I've got another one, but it didn't come with a lightning connector cable. It only came with one of the traditional, the old iPad big plug 30 in plug connector. So I haven't bought that. Now the cable itself for that, I think it's an Apology or Apollo or I don't even know. But it's like $30 just for the cable, and so I was kind of disappointed in that, but I'm kind of happy that worked. I was able to try these apps. I paid about $100 and some for these apps, um, and I finally got to use them a little bit. Um, but I would say this is a pretty good unit. Um, Coming from Peavey, this is like I think the second Peavey thing I own. I own a Peavey guitar, which is made in the United States, and that was a pretty good instrument. Um, I'm gonna have to pull that out of storage sometime. But Peavey generally makes pretty good stuff. It's the guitar in this feels pretty high quality. Um, that's just my thoughts about the whole Peavey amp kit solution. I'm probably going to do a review on these um, the software that I purchased, um, and just tell you what I think about them. Do a more in-depth review if I ever get the chance. But that's just generally my thought about the Peavey amp kit. I would definitely recommend it if you have the old iPads that have the earphone jack. I don't know about the new iPads where they use I don't even know if they have them incorporated yet, but where you would have to use a lightning cable um, and use that adapter type situation. I don't even know if that would work. I don't. Um, Now I never tried this on my iPhone, but try the amp kit on my iPhone. But I'm pretty sure it would work because if it works on the iPad and I'm pretty sure it will have similar results. But that's just generally my take on the amp kit by Peavey.